Привет! My name is Dayana Kристиan, and I'm making this videotape to tell you about the two workshops that I'll be doing in Russia in March. The first one is in St. Petersburg, March 20th through 22nd, and it's about starting a successful new eco-village or intentional community. The second one is in Moscow on March 27th through 29th, and it's about how to help an existing community be successful and healthy and thriving. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself and about both workshops. I am a researcher, an informal researcher about what helps communities succeed, both in getting started and in how to function well once they're started. I've been doing this research for 18 years. I've visited 140 communities worldwide. I've written 2 books about this topic. One is called Creating a Life Together, Practical Tools to Grow Eco-Villages and Intentional Communities. And this book has been translated into Russian. And my hosts for this trip, I think, are going to put the URL of where you can look at it online here on the video. My hosts for this workshop are Village Co-working in St. Petersburg and the Russian Eco-Village Network. So I'd like to tell you a little bit more about both workshops. First of all, I'll be speaking English and it will be translated immediately, so it will be easy for anyone who attends to enjoy the workshop. The handouts will be in Russian. There will be quite a few small group meetings with the people in the workshop talking to each other in small groups in order to talk about what they've just learned and how it could apply to their own projects. And that, of course, that will be in Russian. So this workshop, both of them will be easy to enjoy because it'll be mostly in Russian. Okay, the first workshop, which is, as I said, in St. Petersburg, March 20th through 22nd, is starting Friday night, the 20th, and then it's all day on Saturday and Sunday, the 21st and 22nd. And I'll be talking about the things that I found that people tend to need to know to start a successful new eco-village or another kind of intentional community. So first of all, this will be the things that people in the workshop would like us to cover. Quite often they're the things I was going to cover anyway, but we'll see what people like to cover. Also, the 2 kinds of economic systems in communities, and also the 3 aspects of a healthy, thriving community, and structural conflict, what that is, and the antidotes to prevent and reduce structural conflict. The 3 really crucial, important things that need to go together for a starting community, which are a shared, common, crystal clear mission and purpose, fair and participatory governance and decision-making method, and a clear and thorough membership process for getting and orienting new founders and or new community members. Then we'll talk about the 19 steps, which is really steps and processes and activities that people who have started successful communities, what they have done. And we'll play the Eco-Village Timeline game, which is an interactive game that all the workshop participants play. It takes about an hour. It's a lot of fun. I've done this all over the world, and people really like this game. And it's designed to help the people in the workshop really get a sense of what exactly do you do when you start a new community. What are the steps you need to take and the things you need to do. We'll also talk about legal issues and why it's important to have legal entities with which to co-own the property and to do anything else that the group might want to do, ways of acquiring property, ways of financing property, including the revolving loan fund, which is something unique that I'm absolutely wanting to share with the folks in this workshop. We will also be talking about interpersonal dynamics, what tends to happen in groups relative to creating and maintaining one's own social capital, and how to help people stay accountable to group agreements. And we'll see what else folks want to talk about, and we will see how each group who might be there in the workshop can apply the things they've learned to their own project. Okay, a week later in Moscow, I'll be doing a 3-day workshop. Not an evening and 2 days, but all 3 days, which is Friday, March 27th through Sunday, March 29th. This one is for already existing communities, but of course anybody can come to it. And it's going to be the same, in English translated to Russian, handouts in Russian, small group discussions. It's going to cover almost everything you've heard me mention, except not legal and financial things, not the revolving loan fund, not how to get property, and so on. And it will include, and it won't have the eco-village timeline game, but it will include 2 kinds of economic systems, internal community finances, how to set up labor credit systems. The first workshop will have that as well. Labor credit systems and internal community finances. It will have the 3 aspects of a healthy, thriving community, and the 3 things that go together, which are decision-making, mission and purpose, membership, and some additional things, such as nonviolent communication and restorative circles, a brief introduction to both of those and how workshop participants can learn more. And it will also have how to deal with exceptionally challenging group members. If the group has someone or several people who are challenging, much of the time there absolutely are things that you can do. And anything else that folks in the workshop might want to cover. Once again, we'll start with what do the folks in the workshop want to have us talk about in the workshop. Much of it will probably be what we've already got available, and we'll tailor it to their interests and needs. Okay, so again, the hosts are the Russian Eco-Village Network and Village Co-working in St. Petersburg. And this video will give you a URL that you can go to so that you can register if you're interested. I'm very, very excited about going to Russia. I've always wanted to, so I'm pretty excited about this. And I just wanted to say hello to Lysan and Dmitry and Fyodor and Pavel. And I want to say to all the folks watching this, spasibo.